Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back again. I was making a previous presentation, but my minutes ran out, so I had to go and make some more space, and I'm coming back to try to see if I can finish it. Here's the truth about QAnon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but a big Q, that's a new thing on the scene. Somebody says it's not that new. They heard about it years ago before Trump came on the scene, and they were saying this about if those who were trying to suggest that Trump is the leader, the one who's trying to clean it up. But I want to say something to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm probably older than most of you guys that is talking. I want you to know that what QAnon speaking about, they're talking about the evils of the world. Not just in America, but the evils of the world. It's all of the work that's been set up to take away from God's plan and God's order. That is not a conspiracy theory. That is absolutely true. The question is Trump's role in it. How many of you remember seeing, some of you might not be old enough, but how many of you remember seeing Rosemary's Baby? Rosemary's Baby, where Rosemary is supposed to be getting pregnant by Satan, so Satan can produce a son, a figure, a human being that can come up and lie and cheat and steal and deceive and trick the people. I mean, you got to be good now. You got to be able to con a whole nation of people or a world of people. So this is what Rosemary was supposed to have been trying to produce. Now in the movie, for those of you who didn't see the movie, you can go back and check it out. Because I'm not going to suggest that Trump is Rosemary's Baby, but I would like to suggest that the message that is behind the story of Rosemary's Baby is the truth that is being sent to the people of the world about Satan's son, the kinds of things that Satan's sons would do. I'm sure Satan doesn't have just one son. I'm sure Satan got a family, a whole bunch of sons. Well, ever you see people around the earth trying to steal the benefits of a nation of people, that's Satan. Now, I'm not talking about a man stealing because he been robbed and ain't got nothing left. I'm talking about a system. That's Satan's son. When you see somebody taking away other people's benefits for education, or housing, that's Satan's son. That's not a person. That's not a person. That's a system carried forward by Satan's children. When you see people not having health care, that's an effort made by Satan, carried out by Satan's children, who are the instruments of evil. Now, when you start talking about Trump is trying to cure out all these other stuff, no, my friend, Trump can't cure that. How can Trump cure a sickness when he is the author of the sickness? For instance, when Cohen lied for Trump to help him get over in the things he's trying to do to people, and Trump uses him to deceive and manipulate people, how can Trump sit up and clear you? No, he's not going to do that. Why? Because he got too much invested. If he clears you, he got to give up everything he's got, because it all came from you and deceiving and lying to you. He ain't about to do that. So if you're going to be cleared, you're going to be cleared by someone telling you the truth. But now who are you going to accept the truth from when you have been told that the one that's going to tell you the truth is a liar? The one that's going to tell you the truth and help free you is your enemy. So who have we been taught we're going to tell you the truth and help free you? We were taught that the white man was going to do it. But you know that's a lie. You know that's a lie. But who were you taught that was not going to do it? You were taught that the black man was not going to do it. And you accepted that. Why? Because you weren't black. That's why you accepted Jesus Christ sitting on the cross in a book, because he was white. That's the only reason. If he had been black, you'd have thrown that book in the lake. You'd have thrown it in the lake. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to say to you is this. All the evils of the world persist, didn't just start, been here since the beginning of the time. And there have always been people who have been promoting it. Always. And the only people that have been here trying to get rid of it have been righteous people. And when they stand up and try to get rid of it, then people like Donald Trump and those guys that follow Donald Trump, those are the ones that go and kill him. Now, for those of you who follow Donald Trump, for those of you who say you are QAnon or whatever you're talking about, you sitting there backing Trump. You backing Trump because Trump hate black folks. You backing Trump because Trump hate women. You backing Trump because Trump is a low-down dirty dog. You backing him because you think that's what you need to protect you. You think that's what you need to protect you. And why do you think you need a low-down dirty dog to protect you? Because your family taught you that everybody else was a low-down dirty dog. And that's why you didn't have anything, because everybody else was a low-down dirty dog. That was a lie. That was a lie. That was a lie, and you were told that because they didn't know any better. They didn't know any better because nobody told them. Nobody then knew the truth. The truth of the matter, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Everything comes from God. And only righteousness will allow all things to come to people, through people, from God. And ain't no Trump in there anywhere. I promise you, beyond a shadow of doubt, every last one of you who put on your red hats, talk about make America great again, every last one of you who, when you see a black person, gets so happy, you can just put your little red hat on and say, look at me, look at me. You know, I know how you feel. I saw you in Wisconsin. I came through McDonald's. You were so proud to have a hat on. I know it. I just hope you didn't spit on my burger. Anyway, have you benefited since Trump became president? The only thing you benefited from since Trump became president is Trump still talking trash. He talks trash and you shout, hooray, 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 talk trash, talk. You ain't got nothing. You have not received a doggone thing from Trump. The only people that have received something from Trump are those who Trump need. He don't really need you right now. I just need you at voting time. So he's trying to scare you, scare the hell out of you, or scare any heaven out of you, so you can go to the polls and vote for him. That's all he wants from you. But the people about money, oh, he protected them. He passed a tax law that just did them well. It didn't do nothing for you, but it did them well. And you still bragging on it because you think that he's going to do something for you, even because though he's president of the United States and all the turmoil is in the streets. It's not new. It was here under Obama. It was here under Bush. It was here under Clinton. It was here under Ronald Reagan. And it's here under Trump. So it didn't go anywhere because Trump was no different. It is worse because Trump is worse than the other presidents that we had. And it seems as if a lot of people want to fall in love with him because he's so worse, they think they're going to do something for him. Ladies and gentlemen, all of you who follow Trump, let me continue what I was saying. In 1 year's time, under God's plan, and it doesn't have to be me being president of the United States, it's just the implementation of God's plan. In 1 year's time, every unemployed person in the United States of America could be in a career of their own choosing. If they're not qualified just at this point to get into that particular career, education can be opened up to them that would allow them to be the best that they could possibly be at whatever it is they've been given to do. And that includes being a doctor. That includes being a teacher. That includes being an architect. That includes being a pilot. All of the things that you want to do can be filled. All of it. This, my friends, and in peace with prosperity and freedom and joy of life and the fulfillment of your dreams. Donald Trump can't do that. All of this under God's plan can be done in 1 year. 1 year, everybody in this country can be living like they're rich. Now, I'm not going to try to lie to you and think all the houses that people need could be built in a year. It's going to take a little bit more time than that. But I guarantee you, people won't be complaining. People feel it's exciting because they know it's coming. It's like that stimulus check. You know it's coming when you know it's coming. If you don't know it's coming, it's a problem. But when you know it's coming, you don't worry about it. That's like money in the bank. So when you got a house coming, you ain't worried about it. It's like in the bank. It's coming. But you got to have the system set up that will give you that kind of confidence. God's plan can give you that kind of confidence. Trump don't know a damn thing about God's plan. I I do, and I'm sure there are others. I ain't gonna bank on them though. All I'll bank on is me, because I do know I know it. And what do I mean? I mean that the most hateful person that's white in the United States of America, God loves him. I know that. The devil hates him, but God loves him. And God would do for that low down, dirty person right there what he'll do for me. Now that person will lose it because he won't know how to keep it. I'll keep mine because I know how. The truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to say to you is Trump is no author of anything good. So I know you mean well when your Q signs. I know you mean well. Your KKK signs, I know you mean well. Your right, ultra-right signs, I know you mean well. You evangelicals and fundamentalist right-wing Christians, I know you mean well. I know you mean well. You just been caught up with lies your whole life. Everybody's lied to you, and you bought into the lies. But you only bought into the lies of white people. You only bought into the lies of people who wanted to play God. See, in America, white man want to play God. So you bought into his lies. In Africa, in some places, I believe, Africa being so robbed, I still think some black people are somewhere with some power. But whoever power is on the man, they're trying to play God. They're trying to replace the unseen God, where all of the blessings come from, the unseen God. All you're going to get from the seen God is hell. I know you don't believe this. You do not believe this. I knew that when I ran for president of the United States the first time, I knew it was kind of shaky, my chances. But it shouldn't have been, because at that time I was 38 years old, I believe. 38, 39. That was a lot of years. But it was 39 years for people to be going to church, talking about God, reading the scriptures, being filled with the Holy Ghost, with fire, stronger in them than that's in the world. All of that bullshit I heard all my life. So what I was supposed to do is let folks know God has sent you a president. And they were supposed to have been so excited they spread the news all across the country. And we could have been living like we were in paradise. But no, the black man bought into the lie of the white man that said black people got back. Don't pay them no mind, ain't got no money. They bought into it. So the fact that they were Christians, the fact that they went to church and they were talking about God, it didn't mean nothing. They were confused as could be. In the scriptures, God had hair like this. In the picture, he was looking like a white man. So what you gonna do? That was the devil trying to trick you and tricked you. And right now, you got President Trump walking around like this with his chest out. I'm the baddest motherfucker on earth. You know that? And Cuban, racist and prejudiced folks, they love him. Come on, devil. Come on, lead us. Lead us. Lead us. Lead us. That they're begging the devil to come lead them. And where can the devil lead them to? Straight to hell. But he's got them convinced. Look, here's an example of it. Here's what they got them convinced. He got them convinced that the coronavirus is a trick. The coronavirus is a hoax. In America, you got over 180,000 people that have died from that. And all the rest of the world, you got so many people that have died from it. But people who are following Trump don't believe it. They don't believe they died from it. They died from any other thing, but they didn't die from no coronavirus. That's for sure. Why? Because Trump said they didn't. Trump said it was a hoax. Now, even when their parents, well, I don't know, because I've heard some of them denounce Trump because of the death of one of their family members or someone they love from coronavirus. They denounced him, but that doesn't make any difference. You got some people that wouldn't stop loving him for nothing. The more I talk about him and try to expose him, and the more other people talk about it and try to expose him, the more they love him. Well, that's okay. God will allow that to happen. God will allow you to go to hell. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, He will allow you to go to hell. Now, there might be some plan to help get you out of hell once you get there. I don't know. But he sure will let you go to hell. And I know that. Why? Because I know black people. Black people are living in hell today. Everywhere across this globe, black people, I don't care if you get money, we are living in hell. And why are we living in hell? Because we submitted to bondage under white people. We submitted to bondage under white people, and God allowed us. Right now, with black people been through 400 years of stuff that they already know about, and here in the United States of America, they still trying to get behind a white man who's promising that he's going to deliver us. He's going to deliver us. He is going to deliver us. Ain't no man going to deliver us. The only power that can deliver us is God. When we accept God as being our deliverer, and then we walk with our heads up high, our chest stuck out, tell somebody, see if sin will stop me. No, baby, I represent righteousness. No, sin will come at it, but I guarantee you, it won't win. Now, ladies and gentlemen, since I shared that with you, I think I'll go ahead on back in. I just didn't get a chance to finish that other video. I ran out on time. Now, I hope I have given, let me just see. White folks, your answer is not white folks. Your answer is in God. And God represented in people who follow righteousness, who do good for all people. If you're just doing good for you, like that white boy. I don't know his name, wouldn't even repeat his name if I knew it. Gonna leave Illinois, cross the border over there in Wisconsin with some gun. Going 17 years old, he's going to protect something. Why nobody stopped him? He's going to protect something. What did he go over there and kill? What? He didn't kill black people. He killed white people. They might have been people of color. They look white. He killed them. You don't hear anybody even talking about it. But they trying to exonerate this boy. Policeman shot this black man in the back 7 times. They trying to find some way to make it justified. And this white boy out there in the Thomas, I'm coming to protect something. See what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen? That's the kind of Trump. That's what Trump is. He want to come out there and start all of this confusion, killing you, doing all the stuff to you. Them people didn't do nothing, that boy. He went out there looking for it, started that crap. Started it. And got himself convicted in murder. Something that would be over his head the rest of his natural born life. Because he was raised that way. He was raised that way. Following a man. Following Donald Trump. Dr. Martin Luther King would have never told him to do nothing like that. Dr. Martin Luther King would have never allowed anything like that to happen. But he followed Trump. See, King is a man of peace. King is a man of righteousness. King is a man of God. Trump is a man of Satan. Trump is a man of evil and sin and hate and bigotry. But there are a lot of people in the country that just loves him. Loves him, loves him, loves him. Why? Because they're just like that. And while I sit here and do all this talking and hope for the best and doing everything I possibly can for the best, I still know that if you, let me put it to you this way. Now y'all might cut this off, but let me put it to you this way. If your ass don't wake up, God gonna let your ass go straight to hell with Satan. Now that's the truth.